Hey there, survivors. Creature here. I know it's been a while, but I finally have all of my research together so we can get right down to the nitty gritty lore and all the fun things today, which I should probably expand on. Today we are talking about tribes, specifically my top 10 favorite tribes of Wasteland City. This list is 100% biased. It's based on my own experiences, relationships, and interactions with each of the tribes. And it's also going to be focused on the tribes inside of the theme zone. So, the amazing folks who bring the event to life every year. This is probably the hardest video I've had to make to date, specifically because trying to narrow down this list felt like pulling teeth, which I would have gladly given to the teeth hunters had I actually had any dental work done. Anywho, we'll get to them later, and that will make more sense for those who don't know the teeth hunters. Anywho, we're gonna start off by just explaining what a tribe is. By definition, it is a tribe of a tribe is a group of wastelanders with a shared identity and story. Individuals who have come together and go all out with coordinated costumes, a group identity, themed camps, and or vehicles. Now this is a pretty solid description of what a tribe is, especially for the tribes who are inside the theme zone, because to be part of the theme zone, you have to have a theme. It's kind of in the name. But that's not the case for everybody. Outside in Tent City, there are dozens of tribes who aren't as coordinated, like my tribe, which I'll talk about a little later. But personally, I think a tribe is just a group of Wastelanders who want to get together and have the shared experience of Wasteland because they have a certain goal in mind. Like, if there was a tribe called the Boozy Bitches, they could just be Wastelanders who really enjoy cocktails, drinking, partying, and just hanging out into the dead of night and waking up late. If that's your goal and that's what you want to do and that's the experience you want to have at Wasteland, but you don't want to do it alone, you get other Wastelanders together who have the same goals, who have the same kind of fun, and you put them all in one group, and then you just kind of do your thing. Maybe you have a challenge where you try to hit every single bar in the Waste. You try to find all of the mini bars in the tent city, and you try to hit all of the main camps that serve alcohol, as long as you are 21. If that is your goal and your challenge is to hit as many as possible, and it's a group that says, I hit 20, I hit 15, I only hit 5, but I hit them lots of times, I don't know. That could be your thing. That could be how you want to experience Wasteland. And if that's the case and you want to get together with other like-minded Wastelanders, you've got a tribe. In the most simple way, a tribe is a family, a little family at Wasteland. And they feel like family and they feel like home. It's one of the best feelings. For example, I am a member of the Spectral Sluts. We were established in 2023 when my little sister BLT and I joined our dad's Spectrum at Wasteland for the first time. He had been going for years, but he didn't settle into a specific tribe. He was more focused on his photography because he's a professional photographer and videographer for the event, which is so cool. A lot of you will probably meet him or at least see him walking around with his camera. But he didn't have a tribe. So when me and my sister joined, we all kind of just decided, hey, why don't we make a tribe? It'll be a little one, just an itty bitty one, but it'll be fun. So we called ourselves the Spectral Sluts. Now, this isn't supposed to be derogatory. It's not like, oh no, what are they doing? No. No. Like I said, my dad is Spectrum. Knock off the at the end, put in an O, you get spectral. And for years, my dad's been calling us hookers and sluts in a really loving way. It's like calling your kid an asshole, but it just works better for us. So we just became the spectral sluts. And it worked for us. It was a lot of fun. I love saying, I'm a spectral slut. Every time I met someone, I raved about it. I still do. I stitch little pieces of it into every costume I make. Because I'm really happy. I'm very proud to be a member of this tribe. Our tribe is a little unique because we don't experience the same wasteland every year. We don't have these same goals except to have fun. We just go, we see the people we haven't seen in a year, we miss them, we love them, we go out and get drinks, or I run off and do some random missions. You can find my sister BLT with the Dukes of the Nuke probably about 98% of the time. My dad, like I said, is a videographer, photographer for the event. He's busy. He has to go and to certain events, get video and photo and collect all the awesome media. So we all split up. But the best part about being a spectral slut is coming back together at night, even if some of us get there a little later than others when others are dead asleep. Guilty. My first year I did that. It was so bad. They laughed at me so hard the next morning because I stumbled back to camp a little drunk. But it was great. But that's not the best part. That's just how you get to the best part. The best part of being a spectral slut is waking up in the morning, having breakfast, and talking about what we did the day before. Or talking about our plans and what we're gonna do today. And it is so awesome. You know that feeling you get by a campfire when your bones are chilly but your soul's all nice and fuzzy? It's like that, but 10 times better. Especially if we have our horrible, horrible, awful wasteland breakfast, which is Chips Ahoy, cookies, and bacon. It's a thing. It's a thing now. It happened our first year. Even though we had eggs, that was what we ate. My mom gave us so much shit when we got back. But that's the thing. It is the best feeling. And if we were part of the theme zone, I would 100% be an asshole and put my tribe at the very top. Yeah. But another thing about the tribe is that we want to help first years. If you bring a first year, or if you're a first year and you don't really know who you want to camp with or anything like that, you might camp close to us. Or I'm bringing a first year this for 2025. He's never been, just turned 18. This kid is as fresh as he's gonna be for this event. And I'm throwing him into the fire. But of course, we're getting him out there safe. We're giving him tips on what to pack, what not to pack, how to best get the costume more wasteland appropriate, stuff like that. And this channel, which I've been working on for first years to inform, that's another part of the Spectral Sluts. We get around because we want to help out. That sounded so much better in my head, but it's fine. And if you camp with us 1 year, you're an honorary slut for the rest of Wasteland. Forever and always, you will be respected and loved by us as an honorary slut. Even if you decide to settle down with a different tribe and you become someone else entirely, we'll still be happy to welcome you back anytime, or to wave you down and whatever. We aren't looking to lock down members. We just wanna help out. And I think that's really beautiful. I am super biased though. So, yeah. That's my tribe, the Spectral Sluts. And if you see me in the waste, just go, "Hey, slut!" and I will turn around so fast. But, yeah. Creature of the Spectral Sluts. Coming at you with a long-ass list of 10 other super amazing, fantastic tribes. Alrighty, coming in at number 10, we've got Last Rites. Now, this tribe is super, super unique just because of how they honor pets who've gone on to the next place. They're typically camped out here on the fringe, usually closer to the front of the theme zone. I don't know if you can see that very well. I'll post a better picture later. But yeah, they're usually over here on the fringe. They are amazing. I didn't get get words. I did not acquire any lore or extra photos for this tribe. I did reach out, but with this time crunch and people being so busy getting ready for Wasteland, there are a few tribes who I won't have info for, like Blast Rights. But they absolutely deserved a spot on this list because they do this beautiful, unique thing for lost pets. I'm pretty sure almost every single Wastelander has lost a pet in their life. They either ran off and you never found them, sadly, they grew old and died of natural causes, or maybe got sick, or there was a terrible accident or something. It's a horrible part of life to lose a pet. It's sad and it really stays with you for a long time. Last Rites is doing something phenomenal out in Wasteland. They have a little hall, a little chapel, a little tent. I don't know how would best be the words to describe it. Full of memorabilia of Wastelanders who brought collars, feathers, drawings, photos, pieces of fur, dog tags, whatever you can hang up and bring. Wastelanders go there and hang up their tokens. And then you can just take a minute to remember your pets. I go every year. They probably would have made it higher up on this list if I didn't cry every time I visited their camp. And they are super, super careful with every piece. At the end of Wasteland, they take them all down and they take them home. They keep them safe, and then they bring them back every single year. So if you hang up a drawing of your horse or your dog, you can come back next Wasteland or Wastelands down the road, down the years, however you want to say it, and it'll be there. You'll have to scavenge the walls to try to find it because there's so many pieces in there. This place feels magical and serene, but it's also really sad. Like I said, I cry every time I go, but it's stunning and beautiful and breathtaking. I've lost a few pets over the years, actually. And right before my first Wasteland, I got a tattoo for my dog who passed away. She was a spitfire and a half, but a sweetheart nonetheless. And we loved her so, so much. But she was an old pupper. And it was not easy to get past that. It still isn't. I still cry. I'm not gonna cry. I'm so close to crying, but I'm not. I promise I'll get through this part. And I can go there every Wasteland and remember her. And then a little while after, we lost another one of our dogs, another old little lady, a little sausage. And I can go and I can sit there for a minute and I can feel closer to them. Last Rites is a truly amazing place in Wasteland. And if you've lost a pet, I promise that place feels like home just for the few moments you're in there. Just remembering. And if you've never lost a pet, I still recommend you swing by. Maybe you've never owned a pet, who knows? Maybe you're allergic to animals and you never had one. Maybe you just can appreciate something beautiful. And if that's the case, I highly recommend you make your way down to the Fringe. There's a map on the Wasteland Weekend page, which again I'll be posting, and try to find last rites. This tribe is remarkable, and I really, really hope you all take the time to go and say hello, or say goodbye to your pets, or just visit because it feels good. This tribe is amazing, and that's why, even though they make me cry every fucking year, they made it on this list. And I hope you'll love them just as much as I do. Alright, done with the sad things. Done with the sad things. No more crying! Oh, I had to take a break. Hold on. Anywho, número 9. I swear I can speak some Spanish. Número 9. Fuck. I have got the Rec Room. And for all the Wastelanders who have already gone to Wasteland, that's why you're called Wastelanders. Anywho, who are watching this video and you're saying, why the fuck aren't they higher up on the list? Well, I have my reasons. I've also got a million other awesome tribes. Don't forget, it's very hard to organize this list. Please don't come at me. Please don't hunt me down in the waste. Be on. Anywho, the Rec Room. You have got to visit as a first year. It's not only essential, but it can probably save you from heat exhaustion or heat stroke or whatever. Because this tribe, which is located kind of on the edge of Main Street and the slums, like, I don't know exactly how I would describe this little spot, but they're normally right on the corner. Like, you go in through the main gates, you go this way, and there's Rec Room. And that's where it's been my first 2 years. I don't know if it'll get moved. I don't know how they choose plots and whatnot. But the Rec Room is huge. It's got lots of this has an abundance of shade. Fuck, I cannot talk. We'll get through this video, I swear. And the coolest thing is that they've got these little misters on like the ceiling, like just big old poles with water spraying down on you. And it feels heavenly. Oh, my first year at Wasteland, it was mostly cold, so I didn't really need it. But my second, the heat was so bad, I swear I stopped in every single day just to take a 5-10 minute break every few hours. Like, I was just dead and just enjoying it. I would lay on the floor if I had to, because Rec Room is so nice. They do an amazing job with their camp every year. It looks cool, it's comfortable, it feels cool. Ooh, it's so nice. It's like a, oh, what's the word? An oasis in the desert. It's so nice. They've got 2 floors, which is super unique. You can actually climb up these little stairs and like look down on people. It's really cool. They have live events daily. I'm actually going to be doing a quick little share here. I got this list from McAwful. I'm betting it's going to change or get added onto it the closer we get to Wasteland, but this is what I've got so far. Thank you, McAwful. I also have a brief description from him. He's one of the tribe's leaders, founders, super awesome guy, and in his words, this is the best way to describe the Rec Room. After the end of days, amongst the rubble and ash, emerges a place like no other. It has no barriers, no gates, and no security. This place sits arms wide open and welcoming to all, the good, the bad, and the ugly. People come from all ends of the Wasteland to enjoy the shade, comfy furniture, music, shows, and of course, the booze. Though some patrons may be enemies or horrible villains on the outside, in the rec room, that's not the case. In the rec room, if someone starts trouble, the biggest, baddest, and most feared person stands up and says, "Not here, not today." And the trouble stops, and everyone continues. For that one moment, day or night, we forget about life for a while. Ain't that just pretty? Ain't that just, oh, such good wording. Yeah. Basically, the rec room is what's it called? I don't know. I thought of the word, it was on the tip of my tongue, and then just gone. It's a safe place. There's no trouble, there's no brawling, there's no feuds of any kind. The rec room is just a really cool, really safe place to take a break. Go enjoy a show, go enjoy a drink. They've got a good bar. It's delightful. And you can catch, I believe it was on the list. Let me see. Yes, right about here. I'm guessing it's going to be right about here. I have to edit this in. You're going to see Makeshift and Friends. Makeshift is one of the amazing YouTubers on here who I talked about in a previous video. He sings, and he sings so well. He'll have probably, he's going to have a show there. And I really hope you catch it, because it's fucking awesome. But they've also got other events. Last year, I went to karaoke, and I ran into one of the bands from the event. My favorite band, who I'm not close to, like, I love their music. They're called X-Teen and the Reckless Hearts. They were there, and they heard me sing, and it was so scary. But it was also really cool, because I got to trade a choker I got for a patch. And I gave that patch to my little sister because it fit her so much better. But just being able to barter with a rock star who I have never talked to prior to that. Or I guess I talked to her once because I helped set up the stage the year prior. But I don't think she remembered me. But it was so cool. The rec room is the best place to find people, to just run into friends. Because, like I said, it is the shadiest, coolest spot to just take a break from the heat. And all the other Wastelanders are going to be doing something very similar, maybe not at the exact same time as you, but the odds are you're going to run into someone pretty fucking awesome. And even if you don't run into a Wastelander who isn't part of the tribe members are fabulous, like Antivirus. She was one of the first Wastelanders I had an actual conversation with in 2023. I remember her little headband crown thing. It was a bunch of little hands flipping people off, and it was the coolest thing I've ever seen. And I had to tell her that. And we got to talking, and she is just so awesome and so sweet. And McAwful is just really cool too. I haven't had as many long conversations with him in person, but just from getting to talk to him, doing this research and whatnot, I greatly look forward to reuniting with them at Wasteland this year. But yeah. They're always popular, they're always busy doing things, so it might be a little crowded in there, but that's just another reason to talk to somebody. Yeah. So yeah, number 9, Rec Room. I hope you go visit their tribe, and more than likely you will, because there's a good chance it's going to be hot as hell this year. Fingers crossed, knock on wood, all the things. Hopefully I'll see you at the Rec Room. How many legs does an octopus have? 8. We're at number 8. At least they usually have 8. Sometimes they lose them. Anywho, number 8. And again, I just know someone is going to want to hit me for this. I've got Attack. Now, someone probably is going to smack me upside the head for that, because they should go higher up on the list as the official band of Wasteland. And I listen to their music every week. I really do. Just like on the way to school and stuff. It's fucking awesome. But I don't have any lore. I did not get any lore for this tribe. You can imagine how hard it is to get in contact with rock stars. They're busy. And they've got to get ready for Wasteland 2. Probably more so than I do. No, most definitely more so than I do. They're busy. But I swear I tried. I did try. It's just a little difficult. Anywho, tribe history aside, I have some fantastic memories with these guys. Their tribe is just super, super funny. Constantly trying to pull one over on another tribe. Pranks here, wars there, feuds here, grenade spoons. It was a thing. It was a thing. If you find me in the waste, I'll tell you all about it. Grenade spoon. But this tribe is inspirational. They're located right at the end of Main Street. They will be there for a fact. Because I've already confirmed that they're going this year. Like I said, they're the official Wasteland band. But they already posted, welcoming back Attack, yeah, no, on the Facebook page. Whatever. But they are always right up front because the main stage is right there. It's like just across the little, I don't know what to call it, the yard. We're going to call it the yard. Just a hop, skipping away to main stage. So if you find main stage, which is really hard to miss because here's the gates, you just keep going straight. There it is. They are always right next to the stage. They are as close as they can be because they've got their own instruments. And like I said, official band of Wasteland, rock and roll, post-apocalyptic music. Yeah, they're gonna be pretty much front and center. It just makes sense. Anywho, one of my favorite memories of Wasteland is with this tribe because my first year, I completed their 7 Deadly Sins mission. I think I completed it my second as well. I'll have to double check my little score sheet thing. But it is such a cool challenge to complete it every single Wastelander. You can't do this as a team. You can't have one person do Lust. You can't have one person do Wrath. No. To complete the Attack's 7 Deadly Sin challenge, you must commit every single of the 7 deadly sins. That makes more sense. The only hard part about this challenge is coming back every year and trying to do it in a more creative or awful way. And every single sin that I committed at Wasteland my first year was glorious. I made so many friends, kind of enemies, by completing these challenges, and it was just so much fun. I won't spoil how you have to complete each challenge or any of that, but like I said, you've got to complete a sin of every 7 deadly sin. Wrath, lust, sloth, gluttony, pride. There's 2 more. I'm forgetting them. Envy. And something else that I can't remember. But yeah, the only trouble is having to go back and trying to complete it without using the same tricks as the year before. But it is so much fun, and this, even though they're rock stars and, you know, pretty fucking popular and pretty fucking cool, they're also really down to earth. Like I said, these guys are funny as hell, and they are constantly looking to get into a little bit of trouble at Wasteland. So if you go and visit them, there's a small chance they'll loop you into their plans or like send you off to do something mischievous. Which I really hope you do, because it is so much fun. These guys are super friendly, super funny, super welcoming. And if you do nothing else at Wasteland and you just hide in your tent all day, you have to make it to main stage Friday night. because that is when Attack will do their show, and it is to die for. It's gonna be busy, it's gonna be cramped, it's gonna be packed, but it will be a core memory for the rest of your life because it's so fucking awesome. Anywho, that's Attack. Again, located just by main stage. Go check them out. Go find them. Don't attack, but go say hi. I hope you like them as much as I do. Lucky number 7. We're making it down the list slowly but surely. We have the Love Bombs. And I would love to prattle on about the Love Bombs. Sorry, had to. Too easy. Bad joke. But I think Rokeburn, a member of their tribe, said it best. Although I did have to summarize it a little bit because they have so much lore. It's awesome. But I'm going to be reading from my script because I have the memory of a goldfish, which is why I keep looking down. But anywho, from Ropeburn. The Love Bombs are a ragtag band of mercenaries that'll bear you with their style, host your wedding the next day, and serve you a drink with your own bounty printed on the napkin. Scary. A somewhat volatile, velvet-gloved union of misfits, tacticians, degenerates, and survivors, held together by trust, trouble, and tactical advantage. No one remembers the exact moment the Love Bombs were formed. Some say it was during the Great Gathering inside the shabby, rat-eaten walls of an old-world military tent, housing a bunch of sunburnt, barely alive Wastelanders, daring to call one another ally. Others say it started when a shelter needed to be built before a radstorm rolled in, and Coot Rugburn just knew how. Others still swear it began over panicked laughter crammed in the cab of a truck near a phone switching station, where a man named Landmark nearly set himself on fire trying to rediscover the ancient lost art of pizza, which I would 100% set myself on fire on to acquire. I am right there with you. Pizza. Oh, sounds delightful, doesn't it? Anywho, back into this. As for the name, yeah, no one can agree on exactly how that came about either. What can they agree on? The Love Bombs came together because it made sense. Because no one out here makes it alone. Each member had something to offer. A skill, a tent, a truck, a sharp tongue, a homemade bomb, a grudge, a favor owed, a blood bond, and the tribe gave them a purpose. Safety, and maybe, occasionally, meaning. They're not bound by blood, at least not all of them. They're not always aligned. Hell, they're not even always sober. But what they are is reliable. Ish. They're high-class mercenaries that trade in weapons, secrets, and protection, to name a few. Their base of operations acts as a venue for those seeking to trade information, make deals, carry out threats, or hire help in doing so. They have quite the reputation. They serve justice on their own terms, make booze out of radiator fluid. Their loyalty isn't given lightly and never wasted. Just be sure to read the fine print on any contract, if you get the chance. The Love Bombs aren't clean. They're not terribly consistent either, but they're committed to survival, to style, and to each other. And ain't that just the best little definition of a tribe? They're committed to each other. Anywho, if you are looking to make a deal, looking to hire a mercenary, you can find the Love Bombs right outside Main Street. They are relatively new to the theme zone, and of course the main city's huge and a little cramped because you can't see it on this, but can you see how many tribes are in there? It's a lot. The Love Bombs will be right outside Main Street. At least I'm pretty sure, unless they get moved again this year. Don't quote me on my locations. This is an old map. Anywho, Main Street is also where you can find like Dinky Dive, food vendors, stuff like that. They're usually right over by Bartertown, so if you can find that, you can find the Love Bombs. Their camp is really hard to miss, ergo the photo, which I've been putting up in this corner-ish somewhere around. I don't know what to do with my hands. But the Love Bombs are epic. They're funny. One of my absolute favorite memories from Wasteland of 2024 was at the Love Bombs base. They had a waste pool there. A Wastelander dressed as Deadpool, serving shots. And oh my god, it was awesome. Although I was slightly embarrassed because I spilled my first one. Because you're supposed to take it without your hands, and I spilled it. I wasted booze. It was horrible. It was horrible. Mm-mm. Do not recommend doing that in front of waste pool. They will chew off your ear in the funniest, like, waste pool way. I also met quite a few awesome members that year, and I definitely plan on swinging by this year and saying hi and trying to reconnect with people. This, like it says, like Rope Burn says, the loyalty isn't given lightly. It's never wasted. And even if you don't have their trust, they're really kind, awesome people. And I hope you'll give them a shot. And hopefully, someone else doesn't hire the Love Bombs to come after you. Anywho, moving right along. Sex. No. Sex. No. Six. Six. Not sex. Six. We've got the air raid sirens. These guys are legendary at Wasteland. They are the smallest tribe in the theme zone. They're located usually right over by the rec room, or at least on the main street. They're usually pretty close to each other. Their camp is really hard to miss. I think it's made out of parachutes or something, like bright orange and white. Very hard to miss. And again, it's a very small tribe because there's only 3 official members. These are the Bells of the Apocalypse. Get it? Air raid siren, which is an alarm, which is like a bell, but also bell as in like Beauty and the Beast and like beauty and just the 3 bells of the apocalypse. So catchy. They are I have it here. I'm really bad at names. I am so sorry. I also had a lot of interactions with this tribe, so I should know better, but I swear names go in one ear and out the other. My bad. We've got Amazon, Trail Boss, and the Interpreter. These ladies are legendary. They are so cool and so much fun to be around. And there are technically honorary members of the tribe. Like, they're called robe warriors. The air raid sirens have this ongoing theme where they're like they wake up people in the morning, so it's like an alarm clock, which is why their little logo, is that the word? Is an alarm clock. It's pretty genius. They're fabulous. So a lot of what they do is based around like waking up or like sleep and stuff like that. So they have like bathrobe warriors. And it's so cool. And it honestly looks so comfy. Jealous. Anywho, this tribe is super fun. Unfortunately, I didn't get any lore or any extra photos for them. Like I said, I'm making this video really close to Wasteland. We have already started the 90-day countdown, so a lot of people are really busy. So I'm very appreciative of all the people that I did annoy the hell out of to get some information, and they responded. Thank you. But like I said, everybody's busy. Everybody's got their own shit to do. So I was unable to get some lore or background for this tribe. But they're epic. They have a really fun challenge. They host the Poke, Suck, Swallow. It's a contest that they do every single year. And if you're dehydrated, I highly recommend it because you have to poke, suck, and swallow a Capri Sun the fastest. Get it? Poke, suck, swallow. Yeah. Capri Suns. How fast can you drink a Capri Sun? Anyway, quick pause. I'm gonna show something. I wasn't planning on it, but now I'm thinking about it, so I'm gonna go get it. I got it. Isn't it super fucking cool? It's so scary. I love it. It has a special spot on my little like shrine counter thing. I love this thing so much. I got this from the air raid sirens because my first year, 2023, me and two other really awesome Wastelanders, who I don't know if I'm supposed to call out or not. I will withhold. If you see this video and you want to tag yourself for the story, please do. But I don't want to be like spilling and dropping a bunch of names. Anywho, it's fucking awesome. I got this because I semi-organized the stealing of the air raid sirens relic. Now, that doesn't sound super impressive for Wastelanders who for other Wastelanders who've already stolen relics from other tribes, or for first years or Wasteland wishers, whatever term you want to call on yourself, people who haven't gone yet. Because, you know, relic stealing is kind of encouraged. But here's the thing. The air raid sirens had the longest running record of having their relic out in the open and nobody being able to get it. Why? Because they had a legit hand crank air raid siren locked to the front of their camp, like on their little fence. Like, it's just out there for everybody to see. And you can spend as much time as you want trying to get that lock undone. I've practiced lock picking just as a fun hobby because it's really fun and super easy to get your own lock picking set. Go ahead and go try that. I'm encouraging crime. Not really. But I swear I tried getting that thing for like an hour and I couldn't get that lock. And then I thought I had lost my skills because I was a little rusty, no pun intended. 5 minutes later, I met this other awesome Wastelander walking around offering to teach people how to pick locks because there are lock boxes and other like challenges where you're encouraged to go pick the random lock box in front of a tribe because it's a challenge. It's part of a challenge. And if you do, you can get cool prizes. So this awesome Wastelander was walking around teaching people how to pick locks. He stumbled across me and my group, handed me a lock, a tension rod, and a single pick. And while he was explaining how it worked, I real fast and I handed it back. And he looked at me like I was insane. And he said he was impressed. And I got a really cool sticker called that just has a really disturbing corn dog slut. But I love it. And instantly just got chatted with this guy because he just re-upped my confidence because I thought that I had just lost all lockpicking skills over the years going after the air raid siren relic. But that didn't happen because apparently that block is just evil, cursed or something. So I was telling this guy all about it, and then he went and tried it, and then he couldn't get it. So then he went and found his other lockpicking friend, Wastelander, and they both went at it, and they got it. And then I got a random, like, creature! And I was like, ah! Scared the bejeebers out of me, was not expecting it. So I kind of accidentally hired 2 Wastelanders to go steal the relic. And I was so happy. It was like, holy shit, you got it! I was damn impressed. Because like I said, I tried getting that thing for like an hour. I'm going off on a tangent. But anywho, we then I wrote out this really silly blackmail, like, like I cut out little words from the Wastelander newspaper, and then I scribbled in the ones I couldn't find, like return stuff, blah 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 blah. Except I spelled a lot of it wrong, and it was in really scratchy, like awkward handwriting. And then I rubbed it around in the dirt, and then I dropped it in the mailbox, and I ran away. We blackmailed them to get their relic back, but they had nothing worthy of the relic because, like I said, no one in years had stolen it, so they had never planned on having to barter for it back. So the next year, my second year, we went, had this awesome, like, trade off moment. Got a big old bag of keys. God, because what better tool for a lockpicker, right? A bunch of keys. It was awesome. And I got this! Handcrafted beauty. I love it, and it is one of my most prized possessions. You may be wondering why the air raid sirens didn't go higher up on this list because of this amazing story and this incredible relationship and experience that I built and have with this tribe. And that is mainly because I have no lore. And also, I'm scared of the next 5 tribes. No, I'm just kidding. I 100% got blackmailed to put them higher. No, I'm kidding. Most of the... I don't know. I had a lot of really amazing experiences at Wasteland, and the stories just get more insane and convoluted as we go. It's looking at you. But anywho, air raid sirens are the bells of the apocalypse. They are beautiful, amazing people, and I cannot wait to see them this year. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys. I miss you. We'll see you in Wasteland. I hope you guys go visit them too. Again, the big, bright orange and white tent. You just go in the gates, take a little turn, and then we're going to be right there. I love them. I hope you love them too. And I hope you take the chance to go and talk to these awesome folks. And see how fast you can chug a Capri Sun. Maybe you'll win. Halfway down the list, and I barely feel like I've scratched the surface. Fuck. Anywho, number 5. We've got the Thief Hunters. Now, these guys are the masters of board games. They have one of the coolest camp setups. At least I think so. Because they've got a different board game in almost each corner that all Wastelanders are welcome to go and play, to join, to watch, to learn how to play the game, and then play the game yourself. It's really cool. And the one thing I would caution against is to make a bargain with the Thief Hunters, because as the name suggests, their most valuable commodity is teeth. They like teeth. They take teeth. Do use caution. Anywho, I had the absolute pleasure of talking to one of their members. I got a bunch of photos from Kit Bash, and a lot of photos from Kit Bash. I probably won't be able to use them all, but I'm gonna try to like filter and like edit them into this little corner here. So enjoy. In the meantime, I'm just gonna read you a quick little blurb that I got from him. Here we go. From the frozen scrap heaps of the northern waste, the Thief Hunters ride south to Wasteland Weekend to play and trade. We value teeth, pulled, earned, or won, as the rarest currency in the dirt. For the Great Rendezvous, we transform our raid maps into battlegrounds for games of strategy and mayhem, where fellow Wastelanders can clash in contest of wit and grit, and be rewarded with our beloved teeth. We don't just trade in goods, we trade in glory. From Kit Bash, and I think that is pretty fucking awesome. This tribe is full of teeth-hungry souls, and their band is dedicated to mischief and fun, and they've got a little bit of a rivalry going on with their neighbors, and it is hilarious. And if you feel like getting in the middle of that, I recommend it. You could be sent out on a mission from either tribe to go mess with the other tribe, and it's really fun. It's great. Um, I'm just going to admit it on here because I'm pretty sure the members of Rabbit Asylum already know. But last year, me and some Teef Hunters and my boyfriend Cricket stole Rabbit's Asylum's relic. Apparently, I steal at least one relic a year. Apparently, that's a thing. Which is really hard to do because there are so many Rabbit Asylum members and they all keep like a freaking Hawkeye on that thing. Which I'm not going to tell you what it is. In case you want to go steal it yourself, you got to figure it out. Got to try your own thing. Good luck. It's very hard. We got really lucky and a lot of them were out for a minute, which may have been cheating. But hey, it's Wasteland. A little bit of mischief and fun and evil timing is very useful. Anywho, we hijacked their relic as part of Attack Squad's Seven Deadly Sins challenge. I think it's Envy. You have to steal a relic from another tribe. We chose one of the hardest ones. Again, it is stealable. It's just really hard because they keep a really good eye on it. And if they catch you trying to take it, game over. Anywho, me, Cricket, some Teef Hunters got together, planned out this little heist, and we had to run for our lives to get that where it needed to go. Super spooky, super scary. So much fun. But the Teef Hunters are a really, really fun group. If any tribe was dedicated to just having fun, it would be the Teef Hunters. And I really hope you all take the chance to go visit them. Again, I would recommend not bargaining with them because they might ask for your teeth. Your teeths. But it could be worth it. It could not be. Who knows? They're really fun. Really awesome folks. And I hope you get to know them and love them as much as I do. So yeah, number 5, the Teef Hunters. Go visit, but watch out. Alrighty. At number 4, we've got the wildest, looniest tribe of Wasteland, made up of booze and insane asylum escapees. We've got Rabbit Asylum. This tribe is legendary. Their lore is relatively simple, but if you enjoy an audiobook, especially one that might have some spooky notes to it, I highly recommend you check out Makeshift's Legends of Wasteland video on them. I absolutely loved it, and so I'm just going to do a little quick short spiel because I think his video does it much more justice than I can. Simply put, Patient Zero freed a bunch of insane asylum escapees who one by one joined him, either by choice or by loss of battle, and just awesomeness because Zero's so badass. And this band of misfits came together after escaping the asylum and made their way to Wasteland. It's insane, pun not intended, how welcoming this group is. This band of misfits loves rock and roll, but even more than that, they love Wasteland Weekend. So every member takes great strides to make Wasteland memorable and fun and amazing for everyone that they meet. I know I was a little intimidated when I met them at first, but now I can't see Wasteland without them. I can't picture it. It just isn't possible. They first made their mark on Wasteland in 2018 after their tribe was established, and now they're kind of royalty in the slums, which is located to the far left of the theme zone. So if you come into the gates, you go this way, and then this way, and you'll find Rabbit Asylum. And the Thief Hunters, their neighbor. It's pretty cool. They are a very well respected tribe among the slums of the Waste. And they inspired loyalty like no other. I don't know how they do it, but just walking into their tribe makes you feel at home. It's inviting and everyone's super nice. And one one really unique trait about Rabbit Asylum is that their challenge is impossible to take on alone. The challenge is not for one Wastelander or one tribe in particular, it's for all of Wasteland. They bring 100 bottles of booze every year, and they want nothing more than to get rid of every last drop. So they've got their own little bar. They do give some heavy handed pours on occasion just because they're trying to get rid of it all. So it's literally impossible for one person or one tribe to complete their challenge. They bring all of Wasteland, see, like from here to here, all together to complete their challenge. It's really fun, no matter who you are or what you want your wasteland to be like. If you want to feel like you helped accomplish something, but you don't really want to do missions, it might not be your thing, just head down to Rabbit Asylum, have a drink. Boom! You are helping all of Wasteland to complete this challenge. And I think that's really cool. Because that's like 20, 25 bottles a day that they got to get through. So if you're 21 or older, if you're 21 and up, that's a better way to put that. 21 and up, visit Rabbit Asylum. I know we'd really appreciate any help completing the challenge. I participate every year. I get at least 1 or 2 drinks from them. I'm not a big drinker myself, especially not after my first year. But I look forward to hearing that, like, that ringing. Oh, no, no, I don't know. Just the glory hollers of completion. They celebrate every bottle that they finish. They'll have Zero or one of the other bartenders or whoever stand up and be like, "We come finish another one." And then it's basically like a 99 bottles of beer on the wall, 99 bottles of beer, take one down, pass it around, 98 bottles of beer on the wall. It's fun. It's really fun. I really hope whoever's watching this has a chance to go and get a drink. And if at all possible, be there when they finish a bottle. It's really cool. It's like jarring, but really cool. I hope that made sense, and I hope that if it didn't make sense, that it's still really interesting, and you'll go visit the loonies at Rabbit Asylum. They're, again, very welcoming, very loving, very awesome people, and I hope you grow to like them as much as I do. So, Wastelanders, future Wastelanders, go visit Rabbit Asylum. This is not a request, this is a spell, a jinx, or something. You have to go visit them. Go do the thing. Go do the thing. Alright, we're getting pretty close to the end here, so I'm gonna try to wrap it up a little smoother. Although I doubt I will. Let's be honest. Anywho, at number 3, I have the Fearsome Farlanders. Their story is inspiring and bold. I've just got a short little version of it. If you want to hear the rest, you'll have to visit the Farlanders at their camp when you make it to Wasteland. They've got a storytelling event, which is both really spooky and really cool, or as far as I hear. I haven't had the chance to make it there yet just because I'm busy and absolutely shit at keeping track of time. I'm hoping that I make it this year. Anywho, we're going to get into this little thing real quick. The world fell and the Silverman rose, the leader of the Farlanders. He and a handful of others took over fuel refining in Tennessee, aka Tennessee. When the Silverman was killed in battle, his lieutenant, Bridger, took over, but his spirit still lingers, and he occasionally visits the Farlanders. Which I do believe happens during their story time, so I really hope you guys make it to that too, because I've been dying to go, and I just suck at keeping track of time. This tribe also offers a really fun fuel running mission. As per their lore, they took over fuel refining, so they're fuel runners. Duh. And the mission is to get the fuel from point A to point B. The trouble with a mission like this one is that anyone in the waste can stop you. If you're outnumbered, you lose. If you lose a game of rock, paper, scissors, they take the fuel. It's a mission where you have to be on your toes at all times until it's finished. From point A to point B, you gotta be on high alert. It's really exciting and a little nerve-wracking, which is why I haven't completed it, because the idea of confronting another Wastelander makes me nervous. But hopefully in year 3, I will have the balls to take on their mission. Wish me luck. Knock on wood. I think that shook the camera. I don't know. Let me see. This tribe has a very fluid, very well put together theme. Every one of them looks like a Farlander. And that sounds weird to say, because of course they're going to look like a Farlander. They're part of the Farlander tribe. But what I mean is that even if you see one of them away from their tribe, you can still recognize them as a member of the tribe, even if you haven't met them yet. Their war paint and their weapons, their clothes are so well coordinated that they're kind of intimidating when you run into them all at once, or if you see them at their camp for the first time. It's a little jarring, ooh, it gives you shivers down your spine. But just because they look a little spooky, just because they look a little scary, does not mean they don't have the traditional Wastelander heart of gold. These folks are really sweet, and Bridger is a very intimidating man. Like, he has a giant sword and his war paint and all this stuff, and at first I was a little scared of Bridger. But then I got over it, because as a warlord, he's very merciful. As a Wastelander, he's super sweet. He's got like teddy bear vibes. Oh, he's a sweetheart. There's also another Legend of Wasteland video by Makeshift where Bridger voices Bridger, and it's scary as hell. So he's merciful, but he is not one to trifle with. Don't fuck with the Farlanders. It's not worth it. There's also Adept, who is their chiefess? Warlordess? I don't know the proper term. I'm gonna say chiefess. She has never lost a fight in the Thunderdome. Ever. Like, reigning champion of the Thunderdome. And for those of you who don't know what the Thunderdome is, it's fucking sick. They strap you into these bungee cord, like, waist thingies, harnesses, and then they crank these little wheels so that you're just, like, skimming the ground. Then they pull you back and throw you at each other while you're holding a foam bat, and you try to beat the bejeebers out of your opponent. I think headshots have the most points. Below the waist, you lose points, because you don't want to go hitting nobody in the nards. It's not fun, it hurts. But brawling in the Thunderdome is going to hurt anyway. My dad might have cracked or bruised a rib last year while fighting in the Thunderdome. So yes, it is dangerous and you do have to sign waivers. But imagine this chiefess who's an absolute beauty, by the way. She's gorgeous. She's very, very pretty. And much smaller than you think when you think that of a woman who's brawled in the Thunderdome multiple times and never lost. Like, it's scary. It's really like, oh my, like, it's intimidating. I kind of want to challenge her. I hope she doesn't see this, because I kind of do, I kind of don't, because she might take that as a challenge. Because I think I did well enough in my fight that I might have an idea of how to win. But I also really doubt it. Because again, she has never lost. Ever. So cool. It's a hell of a hell of a record. Something that you can just like, I fought so and so so many times, and I fought so and so, and I fought this person, I fought that person, and every single one of them lost. Adept is a badass, and she's the chiefess. So just take what I've told you about Bridger and what I've told you about Adept, and smush them together, and you've got the general vibe and badassery of their whole tribe. It is one of the coolest groups in Wasteland, and their tribe is full of surprises and lore and mystery, which is why they are in my top 3. And I genuinely hope that you make it to their camp. You go swing by, say hi, make it to their story time, and I hope you come to respect them as much as I do, because they're a really amazing group. So when you get a chance, go visit the Farlanders. They are going to be located along the fringe, just right around the same area as Last Rites, as long as they didn't move. I'm pretty sure they're in the fringe, which is the far right of the main theme zone. So go through the gates, go to the right, make it down the road, you'll find the Farlanders. It's really, really cool. I hope you go meet them. Next up on the podium, coming in second, we've got the Mighty Skullduggers. This tribe was established back in 2012, and soon after, in 2013, they opened the Mushroom Cloud Lounge. The MCL is the longest running attraction at Wasteland. They've never taken a year off since opening. Originally, it was meant to be a hookah lounge, but due to fire hazards, that idea was scrapped in 2015. So now, the Mushroom Cloud Lounge is open. It's open during the day for weddings, the barter bazaar, cooking contest, on occasion the Feast of Blades, and many more really fun, entertaining events. At night, the lounge converts into a dance hall. They've got non-stop music such as funk, soul, blues, old school dance hits, etc., etc. And it's a highlight attraction during the night. The Mushroom Cloud Lounge is also the cornerstone of Undertown, so they've got all kinds of lore and so forth. I had the chance to speak to Mickey Bang Bang, the tribe's current leader, and this is what he had to say. The first Skullduggers were an elite sapper demolition team assembled by the founder to complete a specific mission. What that mission was, and indeed who the founder was, remains a mystery, because he accidentally blew himself up before anyone could assemble. So the remaining Wastelanders agreed to work together for nefarious ends, and thus the mighty tribe Skulldugger was born. And their history is just so extensive. Him and the Baron have so much lore packed into their brains that it would take hours to go over, and I will not put you through that on a YouTube video, but I personally plan on visiting the lounge and hanging out with the Baron and Mickey Bang Bang over some drinks just to talk about the lore, because it's really interesting just from the tidbits that I got, and that's just from Mickey Bang Bang's brain. That doesn't even include the stuff that the Baron's got locked up in there. So I'm really looking forward to that story night and drinks with them, because as I stated before, since their lounge turns into a dance hall at night, their bar is usually pretty good, which means I can enjoy a really good drink while hearing some really awesome stories. And I'm looking forward to that a lot this year. Let's see. I was also told that if you put all the hedonism and violence aside, you'll find that they are very strong believers, and I apologize if I pronounce this wrong, Gemütlichkeit. Gemütlichkeit. Which is basically the thorough enjoyment and comfort and like coziness of being with friends. So while they are absolute heathens and they are bombers and they get up to all kinds of mischief, and their lore, which started a lot more evil, it has now kind of merged to a chaotic neutral. The tribe members love company. They love having their door open almost 24/7, minus the time when they close after the dance floor has cleared and everyone needs a really good night's rest. Sometimes into the later morning if they're a little too hungover. But they love having company, so if you're going to the barter bazaar, if you're just going to dance, if someone's hosting a wedding, I highly recommend you just go pass by Mushroom Cloud Lounge. They're a great group of people. I've also got a couple fun facts. In the words of Mickey Bang Bang, they fear not the W because their camp is designed to withstand it. They were the only tribe undamaged by the Great Haboob of 2016. And for those who don't know what the Great Haboob of 2016 is, that was when the W got really, really, really bad, and pretty much every camp had some kind of damage. It's even possible that some pieces were like taken away by the W. So because of the way their camp is built, it had virtually no damage. They all obviously had to stay inside because a sandstorm is not fun to deal with, but fun fact, theirs was the only camp undamaged in 2016. Pretty cool trophy to earn. The mushroom cloud that stands atop their camp, so right above the entrance, as seen in the photo up here, is actually a set piece from the intro movie of Fallout 4. A few years back or whatever, the studio closed, I believe, and they were just getting rid of stuff, and they posted like, hey, would anyone like the mushroom cloud from Fallout 4? And a different Wastelander saw it and sent it immediately to one of the members of the Skullduggers, and they bought it, and now it's a statement piece of their camp. It's really, really cool. It's huge. And it has had to be repainted, fixed, patched up a few times just because it's out in the elements a lot now. But it's an original set piece from Fallout 4. So all the Fallout fans, you can go see a set piece from the fourth game, which I think is pretty cool. Anywho, I hope y'all give them a quick visit, grab a drink, hit the dance floor, and get to know these awesome Wastelanders if you get a chance. And if not, I hope you drunkenly stumble into their bar in the middle of the night if that's what you plan on doing instead. Because, again, they've got pretty good drinks, so swing on by. Last, but certainly not least, my number one tribe, the Dukes of the Nuke. This tribe takes my number one spot because of how inviting they have been from the very start. I had my first tribes night with them, shared my first drink with them, and they mean a lot to me and the other members of my tribe. I love the Dukes, and this is their story. As the bombs fell, the first Dukes weathered the storm from deep within the fortifications of what was once known as NORAD. The grid went dark. Communication with the leaders of the old world faded. As time went on, supplies began to dwindle. Emerging from their underground bunker, a once great testament to the capabilities of mankind, a new power emerged into a chaotic world, the Dukes of the Nuke. Remnants of the United States Armed Services and comprised of members of multiple branches of military might. The first dukes set out into the changed land, heading west. They began expanding their numbers, moving from base to base. Modern equipment and gear fell to the ravages of time and warfare. The dukes took up the uniforms of old, once cast aside by society, thus becoming the identity of now. As the world had changed, so did the remnants of the great army. Forging themselves in the heat of battle became as important as diplomacy with those that remained. By bartering and warring with the tribes all across the wasteland, the dukes gained a notorious reputation as plunderers and gun runners, mercenaries and negotiators. Gas, guns, ammo, supplies, and skills became their currency. A duke of renown was once quoted as saying, "If you don't see it, we haven't acquired it yet." The history of the New Age bore witness that the dukes have proven that they are a group of mercenaries not to be fucked with. Now, the dukes can be intimidating at times. It's a wall of soldiers dressed in camo and armed to the teeth. They can send shivers down your spine and through your bones, and then offer you a hand the next. I only hope you take a chance to look past the rough and tough, the gruff, the scruff, the scary, the guns, and find the really compassionate people underneath. I wish I was as close to the Dukes as my younger sister is, but I'm a little busy running around like a maniac most of the time. Even so, every year I take time to visit the camp, see how everyone's doing, just bask in the awesomeness that is the Dukes of the Nuke. Now, this tribe has a gun runner mission, which is very similar to the Farlanders' fuel running mission. You got to get the ammo cache from point A to point B without someone swiping it, which oftentimes means that the dukes will arm you themselves if need be to get their cache where it needs to go. And if you want, they've got a really, really, really awesome cabinet, closet. What is the word for like their weapons cache vault thing? What is it called? Shack. I don't know. I can't think of the right word right now. But when I say armed to the teeth, I mean armed to the teeth. They've got replicas and all kinds of fake weapons like grenade launchers, grenades, all kinds of AKs, all kinds of pistols, all kinds of stuff. And it's up for barter, up for trade. Oftentimes you have to trade a weapon for a weapon because that's their currency for the most part. But if you feel like you need an upgrade for whatever wasteland weapon you take out there, visit the Dukes. They have some really cool shit. So if you're not looking to barter, and you're not looking to bask in the awesomeness, you can also enjoy a drink. I don't remember all the rules, but they've got a VIP bar, like, for their tribe. You have to be invited. Yes, thank you. You have to be invited. So if you're not looking to trade, get buddy because their drinks are probably some of the best in Wasteland. They're delicious and well made. They got some really good bartenders there. It's pretty great. And the Dukes are just legendary. They're awesome. This is also the tribe that a lot of family friends are part of. And like I said, this tribe means a lot, not just to me, but my whole group. My little sister's super close with them. My dad's been pretty much best friends with Makeshift for years, ever since he started going to Wasteland, because Makeshift was the one who got him into the videographer group, and they worked together since, and they've become really good friends, and they're just by getting that little in through Makeshift, because, like I said, this group can be a little intimidating to approach on your own. We got to meet so many amazing people. They're so welcoming, so inviting, so much fun to be around. It's hard not to put them at the top spot. They took that spot before I even made the list, honestly. The one rule is don't sit in the throne. That is a Duke only throne. It's really, 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 really cool, but do not sit in the Duke throne. Aside from that, they're giant armed teddy bears. And I hope you grow to love them as much as me and the other sluts in my tribe do, because they're a fantastic group of Wastelanders, and they're just really, really cool. I don't know what else I can say. I feel like I'm at a loss for words trying to describe their awesomeness. Yeah. Go visit them and find out for yourself how amazing this tribe is. Other than that, that's my top 10. I hope you enjoyed it. Alright, so I'm doing this video in chunks if you couldn't already tell, and I totally forgot to point out where Mushroom Cloud and the Dukes are. So the Skullduggers and the Dukes of the Nuke, to be more clear. The Skullduggers, aka Mushroom Cloud Lounge, is in Undertown, which is to the right of the gate. Yeah, right. Just head down Main Street, you'll find them pretty easily. Just look for the giant atomic bomb figure from Fallout 4. You'll find it really easily. And then usually, right across the street from them, you'll find the Dukes of the Nuke. Their camp is literally impossible to miss because they have a giant, like, tower thing, which you're not allowed to climb on, but they have a giant tower with a sign that says Dukes. It's really, really cool. It's a bright neon sign. You can't miss it even in the dark. Anywho, now I did say this was a top 10 video, but I have a bonus tribe to share with you guys. They are a non-theme tribe out in Tent City, so I don't have a little marker for them because they move far more often than these guys do. Because everyone in here is just a luck of the draw kind of when you get their camping situation. I know they like to kind of stick toward like Buzzard Lane and Damnation Alley. At least historically, that's where they've camped. But if you can't find them along those routes, you can look for their tribe flag. It is a bright blue flag with a picture of the Hoff on it, because that's the tribe name, the Hoff. I'm going to go ahead and read from my notes, because I'm losing brain power, and this group is really cool, so I don't want to mess it up. So here we go. As I said, they aren't part of the theme zone, so you'll have to venture out and explore Tent City to find them. There are a bunch of cool tribes in Tent City, so even if you can't find them right away, you'll find someone to talk to or learn about. All awesome groups. But the Hoff are pretty special. Their tribe was established in 2018, and while talking to Beef Supreme, that is his name, Beef Supreme, he described their band of goofballs as a fun-loving group of people who truly enjoy being ridiculous. Which is so accurate. And then Tiki, another founding member, described their group as violently friendly. They are super kind and hold a fun event called Floor Burgers. And they host the event every Friday between noon and 2 o'clock. Simply put, it's a fun lunch event. You just aren't allowed to use your hands. No hands. It's a great feeling. You get to fill your belly with food and fill your heart with laughter of other Wastelanders who are all around you trying to eat their burgers off the floor, which sounds unsanitary, which is one of the reasons they're not allowed to advertise it on their Facebook pages of Wasteland. But it's a lot more sanitary than it sounds. They've got a bunch of carpets on the floor, and the burgers, they go and they send someone in, one of their members into town. They buy a shit ton of like dollar cheeseburgers from McDonald's. So you open up the burger, lay the wrapper on the ground with the burger in it. So you're not eating dirt or sand, which is great. And then you get on your knees, get on all fours, whatever. And then you eat the burgers without your hands. It's really goofy and really funny, and I'm pretty sure my dad is the reigning champ of the most ridiculous consumption of a McDonald's cheeseburger because of this event. I have it on video somewhere, or he does on his little GoPro. That's the word. But it's just a super ridiculous, super fun experience. And again, that happens every Friday from noon to 2 o'clock. So if you don't have other plans during Wasteland, or there's not another event that catches your mind, I implore you to run back into Tent City, leave the theme zone for just a little while, just a little bit, and try to find them. Because Wasteland is set up where there's a bunch of main roads, you just have to keep going down the roads to find them. You're not allowed to camp like bunched up in the middle, I don't think. Or you can, but traveling through other people's tents isn't really looked upon positively. So the Hof will always be on like a corner. That's where they always try to camp. So if you can find a bright blue flag, or I think they have another one, which I'm going to just show their flags here real quick. And flying high and proud above a camp, go straight there between noon and 2 o'clock on Friday, and they will feed you and make you laugh. They've also somehow perfected Jaeger Jello shots. I don't know how the hell they did that. I'm a bartender and I can't figure it out. But they're not bad. I mean, it's Jaeger, so if you're not a Jaeger person, I don't recommend it, but they're fun. They're always cooking something good, so if you can't find them by their flag, follow your nose. Their camp always smells really, really good. And again, they are violently friendly. They love meeting new Wastelanders. They love talking and just sharing stories. And my first year, I had the great privilege of camping really close to them because my dad is close to the tribe, so we kind of coordinated a little bit. So I would just have to run down the road to go and meet them. They camped a little farther my second year, but regardless, I plan on being there for floor burgers. So if you can't find me anywhere else in the Waste, you'll find me at the floor burger event sometime between noon and 2. Because it's really nice to just have some food and laugh. It's great. Anywho, I think I will call it a day, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you take the chance to meet the amazing tribes I talked about today, and if nothing else, I hope I see you in the Waste.